We're going to the moon this week. And I'm excited about this because in the past, we've done things with robotic kits. And so it's great to have all the technology there, but STEM is more than just a robot. It's more than just a technology or a tool. And what we want people to do is now to use their knowledge and their skill sets to build things that are going to actually be able to be used on the moon. But we want people to think about this in the eyes of a student, to think about how would they explore. And you're going to see when this amazing group that's put this activity together talks about it, it's about exploration. You're not going to see you're getting a whole lot of direction here. You're gonna have to figure things out. And that's the challenge that we're gonna put on to all of you. So without further ado, we have a very special greeting from Barbara Morgan. And Barbara Morgan is normally with us, but she had some family circumstances that were very exciting, so she could not be with us. And so I would like for Barbara Morgan to take it away and give us a nice greeting here.
Greetings, fellow Earthlings. I am delighted to get to help welcome you to this year's STEM Leadership Alliance Summit, dedicated to innovative strategies for the future of integrated STEM. I am so excited for you, and I'm really sad for me because I know what I'm missing. And I just wish I could be there with all of you this week. You're gonna have a fantastic summit, I know, and I love all the sharing and the learning from each other that you're gonna be doing, sharing your best practices, your lessons learned, your new, as well as some of your long-lasting tried and true ideas, your leadership tips, and so much more. I want to thank all of you for all the important and challenging work you are doing to advance STEM as an integrated, cross-cutting approach that connects the content across all grade levels and immerses all of our students, and I mean all of our students, in authentic, real-world STEM explorations. The kind of STEM explorations that pique all of our students' curiosity. The kind of STEM explorations that spark a genuine and sustained interest in STEM. And those STEM explorations that empower our young people to actually get to see themselves as future engineers, future scientists, future mathematicians, innovators, creative thinkers, problem solvers, and STEM educators. Another thing I love about this summit is it's international. As fellow Earthlings and fellow educators, we have so much in common and we have so much to learn from each other. Well, I know you have a really full schedule today, but I hope you won't mind my taking just a couple more minutes to share a little space story with you. It's one of my favorite memories from our mission in space to help build the International Space Station, and it reminds me of all of you and this STEM Leadership Alliance Summit. So this was during one of our orbits when we were flying over Africa. And we were getting closer to the nighttime side of Earth. We were actually up in the northwest corner of Africa, flying towards the southeast corner and then on. And we could see way off in the distance where night was going to begin. And it was at that point of our orbit, it was beyond the Indian Ocean. And all over the Indian Ocean, it was covered with scattered, isolated thunderstorms. And this, like I said, this went over many, many miles. It was very spread out, but each of those isolated thunderstorms were hundreds of miles away from each other. It was a really remarkable view. And because we're traveling at 17,500 miles an hour, that's 5 miles per second, within minutes, we were over the eastern coast of of Africa, and it was nighttime already. And it was actually pitch black over the Indian Ocean, but below us, we could see the outline of the Eastern African coast because it was lit up by city lights the whole way down. So then we're on top of the Indian Ocean. It is pitch black. until one of those thunderclouds let loose a bolt of lightning, and that lit up, and it was amazing. It caused one of the other thunderstorms that was very far away to let loose its bolt of lightning, and that caused another thunderstorm to let out its bolt of lightning, and so on and so on. So all across the Indian Ocean, it was flash, 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 flash. And to me, it was so obvious, actually to my crewmates and me, it was so obvious that all of those quote unquote isolated thunderstorms were actually all connected. And so now whenever I hear the weather person on the news give a forecast of isolated thunderstorms, I always laugh because I think that there is no such thing. In fact, I'm sure there's no such thing. Those natural fireworks, they are all connected. Just like you were all connected at this summit. And you were like those brilliant flashes. Your work, your energy, your bright ideas, your sharing, I love it. So thank you, fellow Earthlings, and have a wonderful, wonderful summit. And special thanks to Kelly and Sal, Roy, Rosa, Amber, the entire team for hosting all of us. Thanks again.
You know, even though Barbara could not be here in person, still, it's always just wonderful to hear her energy and her passion and her love for education. And she was a teacher for many years and then became an astronaut. And so anything and everything is possible. And I love that whole synergy to think about connections with the lightning storm. And that's what we are doing here today. So at this